What is up, my G's, and welcome to Grounded 1.0 Day 5. To start today's video, I'm just gonna recap a little bit of farming that I did, some upgrades. Nothing too eventful, it was pretty boring, so I'm just gonna edit it down, show you a couple things that I did, and then we will get into...
Send me location.
Yes, thank you, Khabib.
Location.
We will be getting into 11, yes, 11 trail marker locations. But before we get into those, I just wanted to show a quick recap of some of the progression I made. I needed some fireflies for the headlamp, and actually, thankfully, the stink bug ended up helping out quite a bit with that. I farmed some ladybugs. And of course some wolf spiders. Don't forget to grab the milk molar behind this one. I'm not exactly sure how this happened, but yes, that is a ladybug in my wolf spider trap. We take those.
Let's take a look.
Worth. And I mentioned before that there was 3 stink bugs that live nearby the base location, so let's farm up some of those. Next, I needed some fungal growth, and the haze is right by where those 3 stink bugs live, so you can actually farm the infected bugs by hanging on the outside of the haze and then just shooting them with an arrow or something, getting them aggroed onto you and kind of walking them out, leading them out of the haze, and that way you don't need to worry about a gas mask. With our tier 2 axe, we can now harvest apples and hot dogs. So there's a couple of those near the base location, so I grabbed a few of those real quick. And I went and did some berry farming because I need more berry leather. And got my first pieces of crow feathers, which FYI, the bird bath is one of the spawn points for these. I took a trip into the red ant hill to do some farming. This time I actually grabbed some red ant eggs as well, because I have the fungal growth, so now I can make brat bursts, which are basically bombs, grenades, and you're going to need them to access different parts of the map. Next, I grabbed my diving gear and headed to the pond for some farming because I want to make a bubble helmet ASAP. Especially in the beginning when you can only equip 2 mutations at once. You're going to want to play around with them. Sometimes you're going to want more stamina, sometimes you're going to want more health, sometimes you might want some resist. Depending on what you're doing, you're going to want to move those around. The bubble helmet is a lot better than the gill tube, so that's why I wanted to get one of those right away, and now I have it. Time for some upgrades.
Science!
The 2 new mutations are Meat Shield, which gives you more max health, and the other one was Buff Lungs, which gives you more max stamina. So those paired together, or even separately on their own, are both good. I found another Mega Milk Molar on top of the pop can right by the base, so that's going to be nice and easy. I'll grab that real quick.
Let's take a look. Hydration is the key to performance.
And that's about it for the recap. I just wanted to show some of the stuff I was doing. It was boring, I didn't want to make a video out of it, but keep up on your farming. It's better to have it and not need it.
Send me location. Send me location.
Than need it and not have it. Yes, Khabib. And now we are going to get into the 11.
Send me message like location. I'm gonna come. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. Ireland, New York, Brooklyn or Moscow, doesn't matter. Tell me where.
This guy doesn't shut up, does he? Anyways, these are in no specific order. I did kind of group them. Some of them are close to each other, different biomes. So the first one's going to be the Great Oak Beacon, and it's right by the oak tree there. And I showed this in a previous video, but just in case you missed it, you're basically just looking for that lantern. You climb up top. This one is going to already be here because like I said, I already did it. But I kind of made it a mission to go out and hunt these down today, so coming up, most of them are going to be first time doing them. Quick side note, these are daily quests which you can only have 3 of at a time. So pretty much I just either rejected or completed daily quests so I could get all these. The second one is the Trowel Gulch. It used to be known as the Spade Gulch, and it's going to be just southeast of the great oak tree. You can see it there. And once you locate the spade or trowel stuck in the ground, you're gonna go down and look just to the left, and there it is right there. The next one is Plank Cliff, and that's right down by the fallen oak branch where we found the lawn mites, and then there was the plank that had the spiderlings under it, if you remember a couple videos ago. So that's where we're headed, except we are going up top this time. Next is right beside that, it's the fallen oak branch, and I'm gonna get up on the far west side of the branch, although you could hop up on a blade of grass, get up different ways, but anyways, I'm going this way, and you're just gonna want to go until you find a branch, pretty much the tallest branch sticking out, not this one here, and you're gonna want to be careful, maybe have a dandelion tuft on you just in case, but you make your way all the way to the top, and you should see it right there.
Sleeping goggles equipped.
And that's pretty much it for this area. So now we're going to move to the west, and we're going to start at the red anthill, which again in a previous video we already got done, but I'll show you again anyways. Super easy, you just basically climb to the top of the stick leading into the anthill, and you'll see it right there.
Peeping time.
Next is the Stepping Stone Summit, and that's going to be, this is a swampy area right here, there's a little island right there, and you're going to go straight west from there. So basically this is the easiest way to get up, although there are other ways. I was on the back side of the wall, come across the leaf, try not to aggro the bee, hop up, cross this leaf, and that's pretty much it.
Let's take a look.
For the next three, you are gonna need a gas mask for sure. So this is Rake Rock Point, and basically there's a rake, you can see it on the map. With your gas mask on, you are just gonna run all the way up the rake. It can get a little tricky up here. You can run, I prefer to have a dandelion tuft on me and glide, because there's a leaf that you can bounce off. I did a couple times, and then you fall down and then you gotta rerun it. So this is the way I go. You can go left and then try to go up that stick. I just jump, use the dandelion. There's gonna be infected bugs up here, but there is the marker right there, as well as some raw science. And don't forget to grab the Sca.B right beside it. Next we are going to Weed Killer Peak, and that is actually right beside Rake Rock Point. It's this big leaky canister that you can see from a mile away, but there it is on the map. It's the green circle, and like I said, it's just west of Rake Rock Point where we just were. And don't forget your gas mask, because you're going to be in the middle of the haze at this point and you will not survive without it. You could drink a gastro goo, it's called. Gas mask is just easier. Also, while you're over here, you're going to want to peep some of these new insects. It's a larva, and there was a ladybug, but they're infected. They are different. Once you get to the canister, you are going to notice that there's no way up. So let me show you the way. So here it is on the map. You can see the green circle, that's the canister. We're going to be southwest of there. We're going to be climbing up on top of this deck kind of thing. It's just off the wall. And so you climb up the rock, you jump across here, you go up the stick. Now we're on this patio type thing. And then you're going to go up the handle here. And this is the way up. And once you get to the very top, you should see it right there, straight ahead.
Weed killer? More like goop killer. There's gotta be something around here to plug that up.
Alright, this next one is not much fun at all. It is the Sandcastle Tower. You are going to want to bring with you materials to make a lean-to. You're going to want a gas mask, and you're going to want to bring a couple dandelion tufts. And here it is on the map. It's the far west side of the map. That's the sandbox right there, and just below it, that's the trash heap. We're actually going to go from the trash heap across to the sandbox. Something else you're going to want to bring is your ant armor, because to my knowledge you're going to have to do some building. There's no way around it. You can get to most of it without having to build, but eventually you are going to have to build. So bring your ant armor. You're going to need grass blades and weed stems. We are now at the far south side of the sandbox. There's a little Sca.B in this hot dog container here, so grab that.
Log 88.07.01.
And now we are at the entrance of the trash heap. You don't have to have a gas mask here. As long as you stay away from the rotten food, you won't get it. You can just run by as well, and it's not too bad, but just to play it safe, I would bring a gas mask. I did. And basically you're just gonna run into the garbage can, the knocked over garbage can. I did notice up on the right that there's a mint container, so I'm gonna stop and grab those real quick. If you want to just bypass it and come back later, you can, but I stopped. Hidden behind the mint shards is a tape. Prototype complete, it's called, so you probably want to grab that too.
Science Division, log 87.12.18, 87.12.19.
And now we're pretty much just about in the back of the trash can. We're going to want to keep going up and get on top of it. So that's the way there.
I've dubbed it the Spacer.
This could work for my science fair project.
Now you're going to want to go across this stick, and then to the right there's a cooler or something. You're going to want to go there. Yes, I fell down trying to go trash bag to trash bag the first time, so like I said, you're going to want to go over here and take this way. Don't try to jump bag to bag because it doesn't really work. Can't remember exactly what's up there, but I'm just going to bypass it for now. Off the cooler, you're going to want to jump and glide to the trash bag. It might seem like you might not going to make it, but you will. And now you can jump to the next bag, jump and glide. I don't even think you need to glide, but I did just to be safe because I didn't want to fall again. Now we are on the trash bag that is closest to the sandbox. That looks pretty far, but if you run, jump, and glide and just hold it, you're going to want a pretty fresh dandelion tuft for this, but just hold the glide. Pretty much aiming at those flowers, they're actually cactuses. It doesn't look like you'll make it, but trust me. You'll make it. So then up and to the left is where the sandcastle is. That's where the trail marker we're looking for is. And at this point, if you're still wearing your gas mask, feel free to ditch that. You just wanted it to get through the haze and through the trash heap. That is where we are trying to get to, but it's getting dark, so I'm going to try to get a lean-to down and maybe go to sleep and get some daylight happening. I actually forgot that you can't build on here. You can build in the sandbox, not around it or on it. So we're just gonna get over there for now, and like I said, get a lean-to down, get some daylight so we can see. Something else that you're gonna want, actually, we've got some ice cap mints now, right? You're gonna want that fresh defense. It gives you sizzle protection, and without the proper gear right now, you're gonna need that for sure. This is the way up onto the castle, first part of the castle anyways. There's our first antlion. I know it's kind of hard to see right now, but don't worry, I will get some daylight so you can actually see where I'm going here. This is just basically the outer wall of the castle. Alright, so I got a lean-to up on the castle wall over there. And it's daylight now, which is all fine, but now we take sizzle damage as long as we're in the sun. Found the hot spicy candy here, so I grabbed some, and then same as the mint, you can imbue it so you get spicy damage on your weapons, but I'm going to eat some of it right now and get another mutation, which is called Spicy Safety. And it does not help against sizzling, it doesn't help against anything burning. Again, the mutation you're going to want to equip is Fresh Defense because it gives sizzling protection. I did get the spicy one to level 2 of 2 just by eating, I think it was 3 pieces of it, and I saved one to analyze. So there's Fresh Defense. You saw how fast I was burning up without it. Now look at how long. I'm still going to burn up, but look at how much longer it takes. That's huge. You're going to want that, and level 3 if possible. If you do start burning up too much, you can hide behind any shade at all and the sizzling will go down and basically reset or whatever, so you can come back out and try again. Alright, so I got my lean-to down. I've got my mutations almost in order. I can't remember. I think at nighttime you don't get sizzling, so I think I turned off Fresh Defense, but I'm going to be looking to get into daytime again, so I turned it back on. And this would be the southeast side of the castle, I guess it is. I've got a lean-to down, and now I'm going to want to put on my ant gear because this is the fun part. You're going to want to go down into that area and farm weed stems and grass planks. And then unfortunately you're going to have to run it back here, and you're gonna be making some bridges and staircases, because that's pretty much the only way you're gonna get up to the top of the sandcastle. Watch out for the cactuses, because they do damage.
Science in the house.
Alright, and then with the grass planks, we're gonna want to start making a bridge. You can get most of the way if you come around the back and use a dandelion tuft, but you can't do that when you're carrying grass blades or weed stems or whatever else. So you're gonna need a bridge to get the resources across so that you can build your staircase to get up top. So this is where it gets kind of tedious, but it's not too bad. You're just gonna want to make a couple runs. Water works to cool you down if you're sizzling. Water or shade, either one. Alright, and now I am back on the castle wall by my lean-to. I've got the first bridge built, and now I'm gonna build the second one to get across to the castle. Here's the first one here, and just going back for more resources. The field station area is pretty safe, so I just made a couple stacks of stems and planks here to run back and forth to. And remember, with the tier 2 axe you can cut down husky weed, which gives a lot more than the weed stems do, the dandelions. Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead from all the building. I'll show you what I ended up with. My bridge across here got destroyed during the night. I don't know, it was nighttime. I slept at my lean-to, and it was destroyed when it was daytime. I don't know what happened, but anyways, everything's built except that. So I gotta go around back, get back in the castle, and you will see what I did once I get over there.
I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. When the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, oh, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I broke, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing over you. But I would walk 500 miles an hour, would walk 500 more. It's the need of man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at you.
Alright, so from the castle wall across to the castle, and then there is this stairway to heaven, I guess we'll call it. Build whatever you can, jump upstairs, whatever. I don't have ladders yet, which would make things a lot easier, but this works, and there it is.
Please, just send me location.
I'm not gonna lie, that was not much fun, and it was very time consuming. I did die a bunch of times. The antlions are no joke. You're not really equipped to be over here quite yet, but it is possible. If you're looking for the Sandcastle Tower daily quest, that's where it is. And the next one is the Toad Swamp. And basically we're down by the hedge, there's a swampy area, there's an island in the middle. It's straight east of the 4-leaf clover, which should be on your map if you watch my previous video. Oak tree's up there, yeah, it's southwest of the map. And basically that's what you're looking for. it can be a little bit tricky trying to jump up there, so if you're having a hard time, you can just jump and spam craft. As long as you have the materials on you, then you can do it one at a time, or you can actually even get it from the water like that all together. And finally, last but not least, for now anyways, is the bird bath bluff. That was the bird bath there. We're gonna start in the hedge over here, and we're gonna be doing some parkouring. You could build up. You're gonna be looking for the field station there. You can build up. There is, I think, another way if you run the lab run. I think you can go up and around a different way. This way is kind of harder, but it's actually, to be honest, the only way I know without building. So try to follow along. It's going to be a little bit dark. That's just the hedge. It's midday. But yeah, we're not going to get into the lab today. We're just doing this part, but I was kind of waiting for this one because I wanted to do it and then
This could work for
put
my
down the
science fair project.
lean-to and then run the lab tomorrow. So you're just gonna follow, basically going up. You'll see the juice box. You want to be passing that. That's gonna be a marker. We're not quite there yet. We're gonna want to be a little bit closer to the bird bath. So up the mushrooms. Don't worry about the spiderlings, just run past them. Just waste of time right now. There's the juice box. Grab yourself some juice and keep heading up until you see the zip line, and then you're gonna take the zip line.
This is the best ever!
If you want to jump down and grab the raw science, you can. You can either grab the zip line again, or there are mushrooms actually that you can just run across. Again, we're going to ignore that door for now. This is all part of the lab, which we are not here to do right now. So from the zip line, coming around, across the mushrooms, keep going up, and I think we're getting close now. If you look across, you'll see another zip line that's not connected to anything. That's the branch we're going to try to get on, and here you are on the map. So now the parkouring. This is pretty tricky. You're basically going to want to land in those leaves over there somewhere. You're going to want to start as high as possible, so that's going to be up here. Make sure you have dandelion tufts in case you fall. And then just glide to any one of these leaves you can land on. This was actually a pretty clean run. Anywhere you can, watch when you're jumping around in the leaves here. You could get bounced out and fall down. So just take your time. Like I said, this was actually pretty clean. Past that zip line, across the branch. Don't worry about the spiderlings again. Cross this branch and you are now on top of the bird bath. Go to the left and you will see it right there. A couple other things you might as well do while you're up here. There is a gold milk molar. If you just keep running around the top, right there. And if you go up this stick all the way to the very, very top, you will find some raw science and also a Sca.B. And that's pretty much it. If you want, you can glide over here and farm these berries. There's not too much more else as far as that goes. There is the entire lab, which I guess I'm going to be running tomorrow now. But yeah, there is the first 11 trail marker daily quests that I came across, and probably you will come across as well. There are more, but that should be a good start. Yeah, so tomorrow's the hedge. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, if the video was helpful, if you enjoyed it at all, drop a like. If you're not subscribed yet, do that. It all really helps. And GG's. I will see you guys tomorrow.